Greetings from Pittsburgh. I'm Mekael Teshome. I work with Warren on the North America board. A little bit about myself. I'm an Ethiopian national. I came to the United States when I was in 9th grade. I started out in Columbus, Ohio. Now I work for the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland and I run the Pittsburgh branch. When Warren first approached me and shared with me his vision for an agricultural university and training center, it took some time for it to really sink in what exactly he was proposing. He wasn't proposing that we start an aid organization. He wasn't proposing that we start a one-off charity project. He was proposing that we create an institution that will equip farmers and leaders with the tools and know-how to build productive and sustainable agricultural systems. He wanted to train an entire generation of farmers and leaders. Once that sunk in, I got very excited. Such an institution does not exist in Ethiopia. It just doesn't. The government does a lot of work. There are a lot of nonprofits doing great projects, but an educational institution of that sort doesn't exist in Ethiopia. When you think about the economics of it, it's also a very exciting project. Ethiopia is one of those countries that has a lot of potential that's barely tapped. It's the 12th most populous country in the world. It's in the top 20 countries for the amount of arable land it has. It's considered to have abundant water resources, but at the same time, it's considered to be water stressed. And that's because the resources aren't properly utilized. So this project has enormous transformative potential, not just for Ethiopia itself, but even globally, because Ethiopia is a very large country. In the time since I've been working with Warren and our partners around the world on this project, we've overcome a lot of hurdles, a lot of challenges. It's not easy to start an institution of this kind that just hasn't existed before in Ethiopia. It's not easy, but I'm often reminded by our partners, especially in Ethiopia, that we are in fact on the right track. One of our biggest champions, his name is Daraja. If Warren hasn't already told you about him, he probably will. Daraja is a farmer in Waliso. He went with me to the capital city, Addis Ababa, and we spent a full day meeting with government officials to get support for this project. It was an exhausting day. And on the drive back to Waliso, I'm airing out my frustrations with him. And Daraja very calmly said, listen, poverty is created by people, and people have the solutions to undo that poverty. We'll find a way. I was so encouraged by that, and it really signaled to me that we are in fact on the right track. What he said reminded me a lot of what Winston Churchill had said in a speech years ago. He had a line where he said, "Give us the tools and we'll finish the job." And that's exactly what we're trying to do with our agricultural university and training center. We're working to give Ethiopians, and beyond that, the tools and the know-how to build productive and sustainable agricultural systems. And Daraja's remark reminded me that we're not in this alone. We have fantastic partners in Ethiopia. He's done an amazing job of rallying the community to accept our cause as their cause and their cause as ours. And it's been really exciting for that. So I'm very grateful that you've taken time out of your busy day to hear our stories. And I'm really sorry I can't make it to be there with you in person, but I would love to stay in touch with you. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions, and I hope to stay in touch with you. Thank you and goodbye.